They also acquired King, who didn't even play in the crew battle too, which was kind of ironic.
Okay. Ooh! I did not know that Xer0 is playing Wolf.
Yeah, he plays Wolf and Snake primarily now.
He would play lane character.
It's actually interesting because he doesn't like playing lane, but
Yeah.
he seems to enjoy the tempo that Wolf plays. So good for him. Let's see what he can do. I know the last time they played, I think he beat Stryder, but barely. So we'll see.
So Stryder, notorious for playing the boy for all the iterations of Smash. And every time there's been a new iteration of Smash, everybody said, "Oh yeah, Roy's the best. This is the best version of Roy we've ever had." But we'll see.
This is definitely the best non-modded version of Roy that we've ever had.
Yes.
For sure.
When you find out that who the PM development team mained in their own game, you see, oh, those characters are really good.
Yeah, his side B is really, really strong now. He's fast. His frame data is great. Does a lot of damage.
All of the Fire Emblem characters with the side Bs are just so good.
Yep. It's like everyone got invited to the good character club this game.
Yeah.
Nobody got left out.
It's like shield interactions are so much different for sword characters now. It's crazy.
Okay.
So Stryder, again, so we're seeing a lot from just like Hawaii players in general.
Tempest versus Altair.
Just Hawaiian players in general are kind of they're not adamant. What is it called? They're hesitant to get off the stage for an edge guard. They'd rather maintain stage control, and I think that's just indicative of this early meta.
I see that Xer0 took another stock. Was it with the side B?
No, it was. Oh, it was just a regular edge guard. He just he went deep. So that's what I'm really excited to see more people just go off and explore, like play to learn.
Especially when you have a hitbox like Wolf's Nair, which is like just really, really safe.
So just go off stage, see what you can do. You spend 90% of the game on stage, so you're going to get a lot more experience just sitting on stage, just in regular play. So why don't you just go off stage and see what hitboxes work and what don't?
Stryder right back in it. I like both these guys. Both these guys are leaners when they play.
Stryder's also enormous, so
yeah.
It's so funny because a lot of the melee players are relatively small, or at least at the weeklies, and so when Stryder would go play them, it's like we use one camera for both. And so you see Stryder taking 90% of the camera, and then there's like Dova or somebody like.
Yeah. Oh, almost got that game-winning forward smash. Oh, and he doesn't hold his shield. He got anxious. Oh, this is a really bad spot. He could lose right here. Oh, and he's dead. There. Wolf's greatest enemy, distance. I just can't make it back. Oh, good job. All right, so Tylo eliminating Xer0. Xer0 will have to settle for another 1-2 performance, but I'm sure he'll be back on the grind.
66% of players get 0-2 or 1-2, so that's just how things work out.
It's hard to fight the averages sometimes.
Yeah. Especially when your seating sucks. I'm just
kidding. Game number 2.
That is all I see in like the California Facebook groups. everybody
seating sucks.
Everybody complains about seating. It's like, holy crap, there's been 4 tournaments in your region. Like, calm down.
Makes people. I guess to be fair, when you drive like an hour or 2 hours in SoCal traffic, and then that happens, it kind of just makes you feel a certain sort of way.
Yeah,
I can empathize, but still, it's part of the grind.
But I could have gone 1 and 2 instead of 0 and 2. If I just played the right people, if I was seated properly. Anyway.
Oh my gosh, who didn't ban this stage? Shame on you. The stage is terrible.
Well, neither of them have wall jumps. So it plays out very similarly to Smashville, and I think that it actually benefits Roy more because the side B
Oh,
isn't
whoa.
super affected by the slant.
Oh, down smash that.
That was actually kind of cute that he grabbed it though.
This stage is very difficult for Roy to recover on because his ledge snap is actually kind of tricky, and the slants don't help. So he might actually like miss the ledge a lot. So I could kind of see why he counterpicked this. Oh yes. Oh yes. That's why Xer0. One of the reasons why Xer0 likes this character. This character can just kind of do that sometimes.
Falcon kick its way.
It's like yeah. It's like a baby between Falcon kick and like ZSS's boost kick. Yeah, Stryder pouring it on. Xer0 pouring it on right now. Running with that lead.
It's really interesting to see how the same players interact with the middle platform between Yoshi's Island Brawl and Smashville. Like, these two guys have been using the platform quite a bit, actually, to traverse from one side of the stage to the other. But you see the same players on Smashville, and they completely ignore the platform. It's like...
I interact with this platform by banning it every set. That's the best interaction you can have with this platform. Ooh, good angle. Xer0's been getting better at that angle.
I don't mind this stage all that much.
Slants are evil.
Honestly think that the slants are something everybody's going to learn to play around, but it's... Oh, what? Oops. Is that Spike?
Yep. And that was probably because the edge was slanted a little bit, so he was a little bit lower than he thought. I don't know. One of the biggest reasons, though, why I don't like that stage is it's very hard to approach zoners on that stage because of the platform. It's like the Hall of Pain. You have to, like, get through it.
But you would think that the slants in the middle part of the stage would actually deter zoners from using most of their projectiles because it's not going to interact with the stage as you expect, right?
Yeah, I guess it depends on the angle of the projectiles. Like, I'm sure, like, Olimar is fine with it.
Yeah, I mean, while the zoner is in disadvantage, or at least is not near center stage, and you are, then yes, they'll have an advantage because their projectile will actually cover more space. But if they're in advantage, their projectiles are not going to do as much. I feel that's a personal thing. I don't know. I like how he's going by Mr. Stryder now these days.
Schneider.
I actually had to change my tag on my Switch because my students use it during flex time, and I did not want them finding out who I was. So I had to go with Mr. G. I did not need them to find all this stuff on YouTube.
Can I get Rev and Wing It? And can I get IDK and Tylo?
So Stryder trying to find different combinations of throw and Xer0.
Oh, and Xer0 laughing.
Xer0 tried to do the PM, and Stryder was like, no, that doesn't work in this game, and not against me.
Mods are not on, sir.
He tried to suicide beat him off stage, and he's like, no.
And he might pay dearly for that.
Can you angle side B in this game?
I think you can pull it back. I don't know if you can angle it though.
Oh, okay, so it's not like PM where you can like straight up angle it.
Oh, tried to punish the landing. Oh, that fire sword saving him. Oh wow, that hitbox.
The back air.
Yeah, okay.
A lot of people putting.
Andy's saying you can angle it slightly, up or down.
Thanks, Andy.
Yeah, Andy, another Wolf player, finally dropping the Marth after I think two titles, Brawl and Smash Bros.
Yeah, because Marth's not good at this game.
Oh, yeah, if that had been Brawl Wolf, that would have reached. But I don't know if it would have killed though. I forget how strong that forward smash was in Brawl.
It's definitely interesting to see like how players who have been in the scene since Brawl like approach their character choice. Because definitely this early meta is going to be like
moved. It's so tempting in this game to want to move. But against Roy and Crom in particular, there's a lot of situations where you just can't risk it because their tilts are so fast.
Oh yeah. Y'all need to get your winners to report matches, yo. This is so... What do you gotta do? Just kidding. That's good. Love you guys. You can have anybody report the match however you want. Just don't ask the loser to do it.
Yeah.
If the person who lost the set goes to TO and reports the match, okay, that's fine. But if the winner's like, hey, I need to go to the bathroom, can you report the match that you just lost 2-0? That's the worst. That's like the most BM thing you could do. Anyway.
Off stream, I need gibberish and ride fly, please.
Stryder controlling center stage pretty well. Xer0 getting a little flustered.
Oh, he jumped. Oh. Yeah, he jumped. He jumped.
Xer0.
And yeah, Xer0 very aware of that and went for the spike. He knew that that was more than likely the angle that was going to happen.
Okay.
Very, very smart.
Roy, even though he had all those buffs, his recovery is pretty linear. Like outside of the... People have been saying that characters with linear recoveries are no longer linear because of the air dodge. And it's like, eh. But since everybody has an air dodge, everybody knows how that movement works now.
It's possible that it might have been better in that case to take the blaster and then jump afterwards.
Yeah.
And then time your up B, I think. But again, like, off stage is just so scary now. Like, if you put out like anything, people will, sometimes they'll panic.
Yeah.
And it can force errors. Okay. Can I get Pyro and Young Goose on stream? Winners, quarterfinals.
Pyro, funnily enough, a former student of mine.
Yes, I remember that. We used to talk about his homework dedication or lack thereof.
I was like, hey Pyro, you need to turn in your homework, dude. If y'all remember, God, what was that tournament? It's like a classic Twitch